Hey now, I can be pretty nifty when I want to be, alright? Hey guys, I'm Joseph and I just watched Star Trek Beyond. So peeps, sadly I felt a bit underwhelmed with this movie. I really love the first two movies, the first two Star Trek movies, Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness. I don't really know a lot about like the original stories, original show, original movies and stuff. But what made me a fan was the first movie that came out with these characters. And I really liked those two movies. And this one, sadly, like I said, felt a bit short to really get me involved. It was good, it just wasn't as good as those. But don't get me wrong, I still hope we get a fourth movie. I heard they make some kind of announcement that Chris Hemsworth is supposed to be back for a fourth one. So I'm hoping that's true and I hope it happens. But like I said, don't get me wrong, the movie was good. I just one of my biggest issues out of the two that I really have is one is the villain. Me and my friend, we both felt like the villain never really made me feel, or never made the movie feel like they were in like serious imminent danger. Like he was an unbeatable force villain. He kind of felt like a bleh villain. That's what I felt, and I really like Idris Elba. Idris Elba is one of my favorite actors, and it's not his fault. I just think maybe the way they wrote the villain or something about the villain, he just never felt all that scary, all that powerful. He didn't really feel like a big deal of a villain for this movie. And especially after having Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan in the second one, I was like, you gotta kind of keep up that villain, that holy crap, crawl moment. But it was kind of like, it's crawl kind of moment. So that was that's like my biggest issue. Second biggest issue is kind of not the final fight scene, but the way they beat the bees in the movie. I liked the idea behind how they beat them, but it was like as soon as they figured it out, it was over. It just started blowing up randomly like crazy. So I was like, I liked kind of where it was going in that moment, but then I was like, that's a little too simple. Like the song though, just throwing that out there. But like I said, the usual characters, the usual crew, fantastic as always. Overall, it's a good movie. I think it looked great. I mean, the shots you get in space and that whole city, it looked awesome. I dig that a whole lot. Like I said, characters, Chris Pines did a fantastic job. All of them, Zoe Saldana, as always. To me, that's my Star Trek. They look awesome. They fit the characters. I like that. No issue with that whatsoever. And this movie was actually pretty funny. I enjoyed myself. It was funny. I was laughing. Had some good scenes. Had some good dialogue. But just it lacked what is like a very necessary evil. The bad to the good in the movie, and it just didn't feel. I never really felt like at one point in this movie they're like, oh, it's over for them. It was just like, all right, they can deal with it. So that was my biggest issues. Like I said, overall though, it looks great. Everyone did a good job. Guys, I'm giving Star Trek Beyond a B plus. It's a funny and looks great, but lacks a great like villain. Alright peeps, I want to hear your thoughts about the movie, likes, dislikes, all that down below in the comment section, please. Yo peeps, don't forget to smash that like button for me, followed by the subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'll leave a link to those in the description box down below. And as always, it's a pleasure. Live long and prosper.